Hello everyone, this is Manoj Shukla welcoming you all on this beautiful session of Gayatri Education classes. So guys, are you ready? Because we have already made a video on which topic? The topic is, we have discussed on the previous video, is like no, none of, their difference, what is the use of none of, what is the use of no, again, and one more thing, what? More than one, more than two. If you find the differences between them, how to use more, how to use more than one, how to use more than two, what are the basic difference between these three, you have to check out the previous video. We provide you the link below the description, so don't worry about this. We provide all the informations related to the previous video. You just have to click the link and watch this video. Okay, no, none of, more than one, more than two, everything we have discussed in the previous video. Okay guys, in the same video I have also make you understandable that noun is of two type. You know this, one is countable and another one is uncountable. I have discussed all these things in the previous video in a very clear manner. So you just have to click the link and watch this video first, so that you can understand these things also. Because what is the matter is this, that these all the words take noun after them. These all words take noun after them. So you must know noun is of two type, that is uncountable and another one is countable. And then you again come to know that the countable noun is further divided into two parts, that is singular countable noun and the plural countable noun. So you have to clear about these topics first, so that you can understand these then. Okay guys, so you have to watch the link I have given you in the description box. Okay, so now let's move on to this topic, and I have to rough it first. Okay, so guys, listen to me very carefully. We have to understand today most of, half of, some of, enough of, plenty of, lot of, alotsof. Okay, so what are these things, how they can use in a particular sentence, and what has happened to the sentence when they use in a particular sentence. Okay guys, so first remind yourself, first understand this, after these words you have to use noun. Okay, now noun is of two type, uncountable noun and another one is the countable noun. Okay guys, am I clear to you? Okay, okay, now uncountable noun is always singular, as you know that I have told you in a previous video also. Okay, for example, if you heard about the money is always singular. You cannot say like monies. There is no word such monies. Okay, money is there. You have heard about tea, you had heard about coffee. Okay, many things, and you had heard about equipment. And you ever seen that equipments is any word? No. S is not allowed after equipment, because equipment is come under uncountable noun, and those words which comes under uncountable noun always singular. They cannot take S after them. That's why you never say furnitures, because furniture is again an uncountable noun, and if it is an uncountable noun you cannot put the S after furniture. Equipments, I've told you already, money, work, tea, coffee, and one more word I'm going to write over here, land. Okay, land is also an uncountable noun, these are the uncountable noun, like petrol, like energy, like perfume, like soap, jewelry, happiness, love, hate. All these words are uncountable noun. You cannot put the S after these words. Okay guys, now so what about the countable noun? Countable is again divided into two parts, because what is the meaning of countable guys? Which words we call countable? Those words which provide you the singular form also, and then they provide the plural form also. Means any word which provide the singular form, which provide the plural form, then you only make it under the list of countable. Okay, then you only do this. Okay, for example, table you have heard, tables you have also heard. What is the difference? We just put the S after the table. That's the basic difference. So means what? These both words are right. Means it Table is also the correct, tables is also the correct, means without s this word is provided, with s this word is provided, mean both are there. This is called as countable. If any word which is provided in singular form also, if any word which is provided in plural form also, then you take it as the countable. But sir, okay, we understand this, singular and the plural both are okay. But what about this? Now guys, look at here very carefully. Okay, you have to understand this. These all words, whether it is most, most of, half, half of, some of, enough, enough of, plenty, plenty of, a lot of, a lots of, these all are the meaning of more than one. More than one means these are plus one. If this is plus one, means it is plural, means these meanings are already plural. So can we use singular countable noun? No, we have to always use the countable noun with the plural form only. We cannot use the singular countable noun with these words, because these original meanings are more than one. These original meanings are more than one. Sir, but you use the singular uncountable noun. Why is it so? Because this is called uncountable. What is the meaning of uncountable? Anything which we cannot count. That is why we put it in the uncountable noun. But if it is in there, if it exists, means it has one. Maybe it is one. That's why we take all the uncountable noun as a singular form. Okay, we cannot count it. That's why put it uncountable, means it's a broad, it's many. Okay, you know this. Okay, so guys, so countable, uncountable noun singular form, and countable noun only plural form is allowed after these words, after these grammatical tools. So what's now come to this topic. Okay, come to the next. So why we understand this countable and uncountable things? Because after these things you have to put the verb. You have to put the verb. If you use uncountable singular noun, then verb will also be singular. If you put countable plural noun, then your verb will also be plural. Okay guys, don't wander, just look at here. Okay, plural, singular. Now move on to the questions. Some of the questions you have, some of the questions we have to practice. Now guys, look at here. I have used some, I have used half of the, I have used half of the. You don't need the questions on every word like plenty, a lot of. All have the same meaning with some, half of, or of half of the. Means have the same concept. So you don't have to worry about, sir, where are the questions of plenty, where are the questions of a lot of, a lots of. No, don't worry about that. These questions covers those words also, because the concept is same. So you just have to understand the concept first. Okay guys, now some. After some, what we have to search? We have to search the noun, and coffee is the noun. And I have told you that tea, coffee, milk, all these words are uncountable noun. Uncountable noun, and uncountable noun are always singular. And in case of some, both the nouns are allowed, uncountable also and countable also. And when you use uncountable noun, this is singular, then its verb will also be singular. So the answer is not are. So the correct form of the sentence we have to say like this: some coffee is available here. Okay guys, now come to this one, half of, half of. We have to check the noun. There is a mangoes noun, and there is land is noun. Okay, and now you know that both the nouns are allowed after half, countable or uncountable. We have to check land is countable or uncountable. We know that land is come under the uncountable noun. So this is uncountable noun, and uncountable noun takes always singular verb. So we have to tick is not are. R is the wrong one, is the right one. So half of the land is irrigated. Now guys, come to the next question. Okay, here mangoes written over here. Okay, so mangoes, we know that mango is mango is itself a word, and we have put es. Means what we are doing in this with this word is, when we say mango, it is a singular one, and when we put es, it is a plural one. And if this word provide you the singular and the plural both form, then it is called as countable noun. But we cannot use singular countable noun with half of. We have to use only plural. That's why they have write itself mangoes. Okay, they already written over there mangoes. They don't write mango. So you just not focus on verb to answer. You have to focus on the concept from beginning to the end. Like I have said that which noun it takes countable also, it takes uncountable also. So means you have to check the noun also. Suppose if I write here mango, I have replaced the word es. Okay, if I write mango, is it right one? No sir, it's a wrong one. Why sir? Because half means more than one. If this is more than one, then how you can use the singular countable noun? You have to use the plural countable noun. Means even you cannot use the singular noun also. So you have to check the noun first, then you have to check the verb also. So guys, the plural is the right one, singular is the wrong one. If it is the plural noun, then its verb will also be plural, and verb plural is in were, not in was. Okay, so the correct answer is half of the mangoes were rotten. Rotten, don't confuse with the rotten. It's a two word. One is rot and one is rotten. What is the rot? Single T. Difference between these two words is rotten, double T, and single T. What is the meaning of this? When you say rot, this means you have revising something. You have continuously revising something. And what is the rotten? Rotten means something like sada hua. Okay guys, it's a sada hua. It's a ye ratna. This is ratna, and this is sada hua. Mind it. Okay guys, now move on to the next concept. Now we have this. You can easily notice out that three words is in yellow color and one is in white color. Why is it so? Why you do this, sir? Because these have the same thing and these is this different thing. Here I have written percentage and here I have written percent. So guys, there is a big difference between when you say percent and when you say the percentage. What is the basic difference? Just understand this. Both these words, whether percentage, whether percent, takes noun. Okay, takes noun. Okay, now noun again two type, uncountable noun and the countable noun. If it is uncountable, sir, countable. If you say countable noun, then you have to brief me also that whether it is singular countable noun or whether it is a plural countable noun. So again guys, mind it, percent is a plural word, so it always take the plural countable noun, not the singular countable noun. Mind it, revise yourself. And uncountable noun is always singular. So this is the matter of noun. Now what is the difference of verb when we use uncountable and when we use countable noun? Okay, so when you use singular uncountable noun, then verb will also be singular here, and when you use the countable noun with plural form, then its verb will also be plural here. Now listen to me very carefully. In case of percentage, in the case of percentage, you always given the noun, mind it, and these are noun, and both type of noun you can get. Okay, both type of noun, whether it is they provide you the uncountable noun also, they provide you the countable noun also, they can provide you the both. What is the difference? Uncountable noun is always singular, we know this, we have discussed it many times, and countable noun is of two type, singular and plural, but due to the meaning of percentage, it always, percentage means what? More than one. If it is more than one, then countable noun, we cannot use the singular countable noun, we have to use the plural countable noun. Okay guys, and when you use the plural countable noun, sir, the matter of verb, please always, okay, verb. What about the verb now? Guys, whether you use uncountable noun, whether you use countable noun, in case of verb, both will follow by singular verb. Now this is the point and star marking concept. Okay guys, this is the difference. Means in case of percent, you will have to understand the noun concept. Means you have to check the noun. When the word percent you encounter in a particular sentence, you just go and check the noun first, whether it is uncountable and whether it is countable. And if you find the uncountable, you have to use the singular word, and when you find it plural countable noun, you have to use the plural verb. Okay, this is all about percent. So whenever you watch percent, whenever you encounter with percent, you have to check the noun first, then you have to move for the verb. Okay, in case of percentage, you don't have to worry about which noun they have used, whether they used uncountable noun, whether they use countable noun. You don't have to worry about that. It doesn't your matter. Okay, so what is the basic thing? The basic thing is this: the percentage is always singular, whether you use uncountable, whether you use countable, it doesn't even bother about that. Okay guys, so let's do some questions, okay, so that we can revise it. Now guys, here you see that percent, it is a 10%, it is a 40%. What? So We have to check the noun first. Here students is the noun, here T is the noun, and we know that T is uncountable noun, and it is, if it is uncountable noun, it takes the verb singular, and verb is singular in is, not are. So correct form of sentence is 10% of the T is useless. Okay, we cannot use it. 40% of this. Now student is also noun, but we know that student is a word, students is another word, means it provide you the singular form, it provide you the plural form. If any word provide you both the form, it is called as countable. Means that's why countable is known as, and countable is divided into two parts, singular countable noun and plural countable noun, but which we can use after percent. Percent is a plural word, that's why it only use plural countable noun. That's why they have written here S. Okay, they put the S after student. Can we say like this, 40% of the student? 40% of the student? No, this one is the wrong one. You have to check the noun also. Maybe they write here student, so you have to encounter it very carefully. Okay, so students is the right one. Okay, you have to use the plural form only, and when you use the plural form, verb will also be plural. So answer is have, not has. So correct form is 40% of the students have passed. Okay guys, move on to the next one. The next slides is the percentage. Now you have the percentage, guys. Percentage. You don't have to worry about whether this noun. See, teacher is noun. Here success is noun. Success is uncountable noun, and teacher is the countable noun. Is this the right one we're doing it? No, we don't have to check in case of percentage. We have to check in case of percent, whether it is countable, whether it is uncountable. But in case of percentage, we don't have to bother about, we don't have to worry about these nouns. Just go with the verb, go for the verb, and percentage always takes singular verb. Always take singular verb, and singular verb is, not are. Singular verb is was, not were. Okay guys, so the correct form of the sentence is the percentage of success was very low. The percentage of expert teachers, this is expert, not export. We don't have to export the teachers. We are here for experienced teachers, expert teachers of their own subjects. The percentage of expert teachers is very small. Okay guys, is there any questions further? No questions further. So I have to write something. Thanks for watching. Okay guys, so this is the end. If you like the video very much, then click the like button, subscribe if you are new on my channel. If you like all these videos, we have made many videos on grammar topic, so you can watch them all. We have our own app also, which is GEC. You can find it on the Play Store. It is available now. We are making courses. We are making courses on English and many subjects also. Maths, especially for maths. Maths, like if you are preparing for CSIR net, all the courses are prepared by our expert Rohit sir. Okay, so you can watch it, you can purchase it. Okay guys, so GEC, not GEN, this GEC, Gayatri Education Classes. Okay guys, and many more courses are available there. We are making more for your comfortable preparation. So guys, thanks for watching this video. Hope you like it. Then we will meet you soon on the next video. Till then, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.